Morning guys, welcome back to Steve's United Talk. So I'm in the car today, just out doing a bit of shopping. It's our lass's birthday yesterday, so didn't get a chance to jump on and do a video. But yeah, game day, so come on boys. Excited about today. I think today gets to show that, we've got a little bit of luck on our side and the tides are turning. Hopefully, I think if we lose today, it'll knock our confidence again. So hopefully we can get something out of this game. I'm just thinking, like Ruben Amorim said in his press conference about a little bit of luck. Sometimes that's what's the changing point. And yeah, I think he's right. Like we've been very unlucky in a lot of games, and we need that little bit of lady luck on our side sometimes, don't we? So yeah, come on boys, I'm going to predict today. What am I going to predict? I'm going to say we're going to win this game 3-1. We're going to lose it 3-1 or win it 3-1 or lose it 1-0. But I think Sesko, Fernandez and Cunha are going to get on the score sheet today, and I'd love that. I'm just trying to think. Yeah, Bruno starting his 300th appearance for Man United in next to no time at all. That's crazy, the amount of starts and games he's had for us. 300 appearances. I think you look at some of the old United legends have only got like a couple of hundred max. Like that's astonishing, the amount of games he's been fit and available for. So yeah, and yeah, hopefully today's a brilliant game for him to mark his 300th appearance. I'd love that. I've seen there was a bit of news and a bit of media reporting saying that he has a £56 million buyout clause that needs to be activated by a certain time this year. Not sure how true that is, but there's been a couple of media outlets now reporting that. So, I mean, if it is true, then fair enough. But I don't think Bruno will leave. I'm not sure he'll go anywhere. I'm not sure he'll go anywhere really without Man United or somewhere like, say, a Real Madrid or something. I think that might tempt him. The UAE or the Dubai leagues or whatever, they would probably have tempted him in the summer if he was bothered about going. So although he's got that release clause in there, I don't believe it's anything to panic about. I think the way Bruno talks and the way he is and what he wants to achieve at Manchester United is still there in his heart, and he believes that, and that's what he wants. So I'm not stressed about those. But yeah, we'll touch on a bit of news in a minute. I think going back to the game, I'm gonna say start Sesko, put Mount on the bench and Cunha and Bruno in there, and then obviously we're going to have Casemiro as the holding and Fernandez in there, aren't we? And then obviously Diallo's got a start at right wing back. I'd probably start Dorgu on the left and just keep the back three as it was. I'm looking forward to seeing if Martinez is back on the sub bench. I would expect Madraoui to be on there. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing if Martinez is fit enough and been given the green light to be on the sub bench. I think that in itself in the matchday squad will be a massive boost to us, especially when we're just trying to pick up that little bit of momentum. Like, come on boys, we can do this. I believe we can do this. Brighton are a good team, but we just need that little bit of lady luck now tipping and a bit more enthusiasm from all the players. And, I think that'll settle things down a little bit. 3 on the bounce. Obviously we've got Tottenham coming up, but we've got few teams around that should, we should be able to get a result from. So, we could win possibly, 3 or 4 games here. And it's just time to stop the rot. So Brighton will be a tough opposition, of course they will. Danny Welbeck looks lively up front, so we just need to do our thing, play our game. Even if that is the long ball, catching them on the counter. Because Brighton are a good counter-attacking team as well. So yeah, I think should be a good game. Sorry, should be a good game, and I'm hopeful today. I want to believe, and I believe it'll be 3-1 to us. And it just wouldn't surprise me with how Brighton are playing if Danny Welbeck gets on the score sheet as well for Brighton. So, but yeah, so that's my prediction for the game. And, obviously Bruno's 300th appearance. Yeah, it'd be great. It'd be great for the boys. We're trying to build a head of momentum here, so let's do that. Let's do that, and as a team, it'll be great. It'll be great. But I want to see Mainu play more minutes today. If not, I want an explanation why he's not playing. I'll be honest with you. Like he can't be sat on the bench. I know he's Bruno's understudy, but Jesus, man, like when you sub like Cunha and Boe, if you keep him Bruno Fernandes on, then push him up. Put Mainu on. Come on, give him a bit of game time, man. It's frustrating the shit out of me. It's the only thing this season that's frustrated the shit out of me with Amron. We've got a young lad there, fit as a fiddle, willing to play football, and he'd rather play Bruno in that holding position than Mainu, and it's pissing me off a little bit because he's got bags of talent, and Man United we're known for talent. This is what we are, so fucking sort it out. But yeah, just moving on to a couple of other things then. So yeah, like I say, Bruno's buyout clause, not worried about that one bit. I think it's only active for this season anyway. I don't know when it ends. I didn't read too much into it, to be fair. I didn't have much time. And then this whole story about Lewandowski ringing round Old Trafford, or all the media outlets reporting it. It's like, I don't see how that's a good deal for Man United. Financially, it's not going to be a good deal. He's a good player, but he's not been the player he was at Bayern. That's why Bayern got rid of him. Replaced him with Harry Kane. Look how Kane's doing. 10 times the striker Lewandowski was at Bayern. 10 times, if not 20 times. He's absolutely romping it over there. And he's done that now for 2 consecutive seasons. So, yeah, I'm not overly impressed with that transfer story, and I hope it's not true, because we don't need to be going backwards at all. He's a good player, but it just asks for too much money, and I think we get a lot of clubs linking with us to get better deals for their players, and that annoys me as well. Yeah, so, all these media outlets at the minute reporting that we're in for a midfielder and we're in for this Lewandowski as a striker in January. I'm not sure where they get their reports from or what, but I'm pretty sure if we could afford a midfielder, we'd have had one in summer. Like I reported the other day, I could see us potentially going for a midfielder if the right one appears, knowing that Rashford and Højlund are possibly now going to be sold. I know the club could probably raise the finance on debt till the summer to help facilitate that. But it has to be the right striker, right midfielder. It has to be. And I think if we get the right midfielder in, we wouldn't necessarily be needing a striker. You know, with the forward line that we've got, surely we can facilitate that. You know, Cunha against Liverpool showed immense ability up top. You know, Sesko didn't get a look until in the second half. So, yeah, I think there's a lot of hype around Man United when we get a win like we've just got, and it's on the bounce, and all of a sudden we're strengthening the team. We're looking at Lewandowski. Like, I don't know. I hope we're not making a silly mistake here, because the guy's 37 years old. Like, he's not going to be able to keep up with the pace of the Premier League now. Definitely not. So, come on, boys. Let's just try to keep it real. And every time we seem to get a win at the minute, this massive hype train around Man United, as always, we're linked to this player. I mean, we've been linked to 6, 7 midfielders in 2 weeks. Like, you know, and I'm not being funny. Wharton's probably, from what I've heard, probably going to want Champions League football guaranteed before he moves. I believe that's what went wrong with a couple of deals last season, was we had no Champions League football. So a couple of them deals that we was lining up for the foreseeable incoming summer transfer window ended up not going through because we didn't have Champions League football. So, you know, Cunha and Bruno, like, kudos to them, man. You know, that's huge. Sesko, huge, coming to Man United without Champions League football. I know they didn't really have Champions League football where there was Cunha and Bruno, but you know what, like, yeah, they want to put the heart and put everything on the line for Man United, regardless of where we're playing. So I've got massive credit for that, and I love that. And they want to get us back there, and you know what? For them to want to do that, that shows the type of players we want to play. We want at Man United, and let's face it, Mbeumo is coming on brilliant. He's just started firing. Cunha in the last game was like slick, man, on fire, just unplayable. Literally came deep to get the ball, went out wide to get the ball, held the ball up so well. You know, he had Liverpool literally throwing him on the floor because they couldn't get the ball off him. Like, love the kid, love him. It's what is what we always wanted from a number 10, really. So we haven't had that type of fight and desire in that position probably, you know, since someone like Rooney or something. Like, you know, and he can only get better, can't he? He can only show us how much more he wants to play for Man United. So, but yeah, I'm not going to get too much more into the news today, because today's a positive day. We're kick-offs at 5:30. It'd be nice to settle down, watch that game after some tea. Hopefully we get a positive result and the boys play in whatever style Amram asked them to. He might have found a weak link, but I don't think it's going to be as effective against Brighton as it was Liverpool. But if we just show that heart and desire that we did in that game against Brighton, we'll be fine. That's all we want in every game. That will be absolutely fine. So yeah, so let me know your thoughts, comments, guys, in below. Maybe your predictions. Am I right? Am I wrong? Do like and subscribe for me. That, you know, everybody that's chipped in so far, I appreciate you. Love you all. But yeah, so I'm gonna go do the rest of my shopping now at Asda. Get ready to do pizzas for the game later, and yeah, we'll bloody. Us boys, my the 14s are playing tomorrow, so a big game for them tomorrow. With school holidays, we're down to 12 players, so the joys of coaching, eh? You've got to juggle all this. We've just had one player come back from injury as well that looked quite severe, bless him, but yeah, luckily, touch wood, it was only soft tissue damage, so, but he played his first full game on Wednesday and it was aching a bit, so we're just gonna rotate him in and out the team every 20 minutes, I think, just give him a bit of fitness. But yeah, if if you'd like to follow my my under 14s more, we can talk about that in a separate video or in these videos. Just let me know in the comments. We're only grassroots, do it for fun. My lad plays in the team. I started it up a couple of years ago now. One of the best things I did, I think. I absolutely enjoy it. I love coaching. I love the feeling of winning and losing. I hate the losing, but obviously, just seeing the boys get the best out of themselves every week and just play the best that they can. Yeah, it's quite satisfying. So, but yeah, I'll leave it there, guys. Come on, Man United. We're going to win 3-1 today. So come on, boys. And yeah, like and subscribe. Love you all. Ta-da.